Cobra Kai Season 5 is out, and I've already watched Seasons 1 through 4. So, I guess I'll watch Season 5. Now, that might not be fair. Listen, I I actually think Cobra Kai is a really good show. I I didn't really know what to expect from it. I know it was a love letter and an homage to the original Karate Kid trilogy. It's got excellent writing, it's got really good acting in it, and some really good fight choreography to boot. But boy, has this show waffled, in my opinion. They did their first 2 seasons, and it really felt like the end of this show should have been season 3. Like, it really felt that way. And when they ended that season the way they did, hey, spoilers for like the 2 minutes this is going to take. When they ended season 3 with Daniel and Johnny still not on the same page, I kind of threw my hands up in the air and didn't want to watch season 4. It took the entirety of season 4 for them to get onto the same page, which again should have happened a whole season earlier. And now season 4 is starting to tee up that season 5 with the All Valley tournament is where everything is going to go down. So it feels like season 5 is their last season. I don't want to watch this show anymore because, again, it feels like it's taken too much of my time for not enough return, even though there are things about it that are really good. But if this is the last season, then I might as well get to the end because sunk cost fallacy. So, I guess I'm gonna watch season 5 of Cobra Kai and then do a series review. And if this turns out not to be the last season, that review will be angry. Alright, here we go. Hey there, it's a new day, and I had to come back and film another part to this video because I went to watch Cobra Kai Season 5 as I said I was going to do, and as I began the episode, the Season 4 recap came up, and usually I'd skip that because, I've seen the previous season, but I thought to myself, you know what, it's been a while since I've seen Cobra Kai. I'm planning on making a review of the series 1 through 5, so yeah, let's see the recap for Season 4. It became clear to me after a few seconds that the scenes that I was watching in that recap were not scenes that I had seen before, meaning that I haven't even seen Season 4 of this show. So, I would like to take this opportunity to go into the thing that turned me off from this show a little bit better than I did in this first half. So, one of the things that really made me fall in love with the show, in fact, I'd say the thing that made me fall in love with Cobra Kai, is that it's a redemption arc for Johnny. Here's this guy who was taken in by this freakish military cultist kind of guy in Cobra Kai, in this martial arts club, and his life has gotten away from him. Daniel LaRusso is doing very well, apparently, and it's his chance to reinvent what Cobra Kai meant and provide something meaningful for the next generation from his perspective. And the show was really, really good at that. It's a nuanced adult show that is very much in keeping with the themes of the original, at least first movie. I haven't seen the second two, if I'm being entirely honest. But there's a real feeling of karmic redemption that the show did really well. All of which culminates in Kreese arriving, right? End of season 2, I believe. Could be wrong. And that culminates in Johnny versus Kreese, right? The new versus the old. And what that new vision, that new redemptive version of Cobra Kai has to overcome in the old, and whether it will be able to do so in a spiritual and physical battle. And when it seemed like the show was going to wrap up relatively quickly, that conflict remained nuanced, balanced, and interesting. I was very, very much invested in the future of Cobra Kai until the show stopped being interested in the future of Cobra Kai. See, the problem with keeping Kreese around as the series villain season after season after season is that the show has degraded into a good versus evil series. And that is simply not interesting. Not as nuanced or adult in the same way that it was at the beginning. Kreese is bad and he has to be stopped. And that's about as simple as it gets. He's corrupting young minds and he's literally threatening to and trying to kill our heroes. Johnny and Daniel teaming up to stop him feels like an inevitability that they just put off for way, way, way too long. And from what I've seen of season 4, looks like they split off again, which is silly. Now, it's very much true that these gripes that I have with the direction the show went in could be addressed in these 2 seasons of television that I haven't seen, right? Seasons 4 and seasons 5. It's very possible. And I want to reiterate again what is so good about this show. The younger cast have got some really good stuff going for them. The older cast are all great, both returning and new. The writing has been quite solid for what the show is going for. And the martial arts are pretty competent. And at their best, there are these sort of like fantastically large-scale combats that are damned impressive. It's possible that I will watch these 2 seasons of Cobra Kai at some point, but 2 seasons is a bigger ask than 1 season, and I have other things that I want to watch, so maybe I will get around to it, but I have no plans to review it until I do, whatever point in the future that comes around. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go finish watching Primal Season 2 and start Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I hear that show's really good. See ya.